In a summer that defies all expectations, Japan is now grappling with a phenomenon that has left residents shocked, unprepared, and speechless. An intense and unrelenting hailstorm has descended upon regions across the country, bringing with it a sky filled with ice and fury. The thunder above has ceased to be just a distant rumble. It now signals an imminent assault of hard, cold spheres crashing down upon the earth, onto rooftops, cars, fields, and people caught unaware. This is not the gentle tapping of rain that the island nation is used to. It is a bombardment, an unusual and powerful barrage of hail unlike anything witnessed in living memory. What began as a cloudy, overcast morning shifted quickly into a darkened sky. By afternoon, the temperature dropped sharply, the air thickened, and silence settled across neighborhoods. Within minutes, the heavens unleashed their icy payload. Hailstones the size of golf balls clattered against windows and smashed into the earth, forming a deafening percussion that echoed through valleys, alleyways, and city blocks. Streets turned white, not with snow, but with jagged ice piling up in corners, clogging drains, and tearing through fragile structures. Residents rushed for cover. Many who had never experienced such violent hail before stood in disbelief, watching the skies unload their wrath. Some managed to film the surreal scene. Children crying in shock, shopkeepers pulling down metal shutters, and cars stopped in the middle of roads as drivers sought shelter beneath overpasses or inside tunnels. Trees shook violently under the weight of icy bullets. Leaves shredded, branches snapped. In some places, entire crops were flattened within minutes. The country, known for its meticulous preparedness for natural disasters, found itself facing something beyond the expected seasonal patterns. Meteorologists had warned of unstable conditions, but few anticipated the intensity and scale of this hailstorm. The weather systems swirling over the Pacific had a line away that brought together extreme moisture, abrupt temperature drops, and fierce updrafts, creating a perfect storm for hail formation. In rural areas, farmers walked through their fields after the storm passed, silent and stunned. Rows of once thriving vegetables were crushed, their leaves shredded into ribbons. The sound of crackling underfoot was no longer the healthy crunch of soil, but the unsettling noise of frozen debris. Greenhouses suffered shattered panes. Orchards, too, bore the scars. Unripe fruit lay scattered across the ground, bruised and broken, the future harvest lost in just an hour of violence from the sky. Urban centers did not fare better. Parking lots turned into ice traps. Public transportation slowed to a crawl, and in some districts, it halted altogether as rails and overhead lines became coated in thick layers of ice. Power flickered in many homes as transformers shorted out. Emergency hotlines were flooded with calls, not just about property damage, but also minor injuries caused by falling hailstones. Cyclists and pedestrians bore the brunt, many having to shield themselves with whatever they could find: bags, books, or bare arms. Schools closed early, businesses shut down, and evening commutes turned into slow, cautious returns home under lingering gray skies. The sound of hail hitting tin roofs and glass windows lingered in everyone's memory. Insurance companies braced for an influx of claims. Repair shops began working overtime. Social media filled with images and videos, cracked windshields, dented cars, collapsed awnings, and scenes that looked more like a frozen battlefield than a summer afternoon in Japan. But amidst the chaos, stories of resilience emerged. Neighbors helped one another sweep away the ice and assess damage. Strangers offered shelter to those stranded. Community halls opened their doors to anyone needing a place to regroup. Volunteers moved quickly to aid the elderly, checking on those living alone, ensuring they had food, warmth, and safety. In a moment of shared hardship, the spirit of unity shone through the storm. Experts now warn that the unusual hailstorm may not be a one-time anomaly. Atmospheric instability remains high. The clash of warm and cold air masses could potentially lead to more unpredictable weather in the coming days. Already, there are discussions about strengthening home materials, especially in regions not traditionally known for hail risk. Emergency broadcasts have been urging residents to prepare temporary protections for their own vehicles and windows, and to remain indoors when future warnings are issued. Despite the challenges, the country is responding with calm resolve. Cleanup efforts are already underway. Streets are being cleared, debris removed, and the long process of repair has begun. Public works teams are working late into the night to restore power and remove fallen branches. Meanwhile, scientists continue to study the storm's patterns, trying to understand what triggered this extraordinary outburst of nature. Parents are comforting children who are frightened by the sudden violence. Shop owners sweep shattered glass. Farmers examine what little can be salvaged. And throughout it all, the sky remains a reminder of how quickly nature can change its face, from calm to chaos, from sunshine to ice. In homes across Japan, people sit quietly, reflecting. Many have never seen such a thing. Even the elders, whose lives have spanned earthquakes, typhoons, and tsunamis, speak with awe about the sheer force and surreal nature of the storm. It is as if the clouds themselves had decided to rewrite the rules, to remind all who live beneath them that they hold within them more than just rain. They carry the potential for wonder, destruction, and change. Tonight, the air remains heavy. There is a hush across the land. The streets, though cleared, glisten with remnants of what fell. And while the storm may have passed, its presence still lingers, in the dents on vehicles, the cracks on rooftops, and the memories etched into the minds of those who watched the sky open with a fury never seen before. Tomorrow will come, as it always does. But for now, Japan stands in the quiet aftermath of an extraordinary hailstorm, eyes turned cautiously skyward, hearts quietly hoping that this rare and brutal